Carol, yeah.
Hello, Régis.
Nice to meet you again at Montpellier University, IAE School of Management. So, you are quite a famous professor of information system at McGill University, Quebec. Could you tell us a little bit more about your teaching and research activities?
Well, first, I'd like to thank the EIR for welcoming me once again. Yes, I've been a professor at McGill for longer than I would like to admit. So I've been at the Des Hôtels Faculty of Management for almost 20 years now. I'm involved in all three programs, that is undergrad, MBA, and PhD, and I've been teaching in all these programs. In terms of research, I would say that in a nutshell, I guess I've studied IT implementation issues at different level of analyses. So at the individual level, I've looked, for example, at resistance to information technology, but also to things like user reactions, IT addiction. With PhD students, I've been involved with research more at the organizational level of analysis, IT championship, for example, IT entrepreneurship, the use of social media. And more recently, I've been involved with some colleagues on research that is targeting the use of microblogging in situation of crisis. So I've done quite a bit of research in different fields, but I think thanks to multiple collaboration that I've been able to establish all through the years.
I've heard that you do research also on about IT and healthcare. And at Montpellier University MRM laboratory, we are developing an activity on this topic. What sort of research field are you analyzing so far?
Well, indeed, I have some background in healthcare administration. So I've done quite a bit of research in the use of information technology in the healthcare domain. First, looking at the impacts of IT on healthcare delivery and on different models of healthcare delivery. Also, more recently, I've been involved in the use of IT in geriatrics. We know that the population is getting older, and this put constraint on the healthcare system. And I think it's quite interesting to look at it not only to ensure that we can manage cost, but also to provide better care and better healthcare trajectories for these patients. Another healthcare related research project I'm involved in is the use of social media in healthcare, for example, by patient and families uh, in the context of breast and prostate cancer, and see how the use of social media allow for co-creation of knowledge. And it's very interesting to see how social media is transforming the delivery of knowledge in healthcare, where it used to be very paternalistic.
We started a research project together 3 years ago, a cross-cultural analysis of IT implementation. Why this topic sounds interesting for you?
Well, IT implementation issues are still very relevant in research and in practice because despite the huge amount of money invested in implementing new IT, unfortunately, organizations face lots of failure in their IT projects. Part of it is still due to user resistance. People think that because the younger generation and even people in general are using more information technology, that resistance is no longer an issue. However, people are used to very sleek, very powerful technologies, and in organization, ERPs and organizational systems are not always fun and fast paced and exciting. So, yes, resistance is still an issue. And resistance is not only about the technology itself, but also because it has impact on the people who are using the technology. So, it can affect power relationships, it can affect business processes, and people don't always react positively to that. So that's why I think the projects we do are quite interesting.
You talked about ERPs, and researchers consider that finally one risk with this sort of enterprise system in enterprise is the tendency of to standardize business processes around the world, and finally having a sort of unique way of doing business around the world. So it's related to the debate between globalization versus local management. So my question is, yeah, do you have an idea about an interesting way to balance globalization and local management?
Well, in and global economies, I think that this is one of the key challenges to find the right balance between global needs and local idiosyncrasies. And without finding this balance, I don't think it will be possible to be successful. And that's where there's a huge challenge to be met. And from that perspective, I'm glad I'm a researcher and not a manager, because I don't think there's a simple answer to that challenge. And the research we're doing right now on legitimation processes to achieve success in ERP implementation, I think might be part of the solution, because if people at the local and global level feel that a project is legitimate, there's bound to be less resistance, and hopefully those projects can be successful, which is usually companies invest in information technology because they want to reap the benefits of such systems. And if they are successful, well, I think that their goals are achieved. But it's an ongoing issue, and I think we have lots of potential for researching those issues because there's no real simple solution to those.
Okay, so I also hope that our project will provide a sort of valuable answer for academics and professional also. Uh, that's always a pleasure working with you, Liet, and thank you so much for your visit at Montpellier University, and I hope seeing you soon.
Well, thanks to you and to the EIA for this very warm welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.